Hi there, I'm Mike Meldrum. I'm the Senior Engineer at WM Donald here in a rather wet Aberdeenshire today. We started down the line of the VRS and the Trimble because we got approached by KOREC to have a demonstration of their system in action. And we had it on for about a week. In that time we were very impressed with the capabilities of the system, and we decided at that point to buy one system, and that has now subsequently been followed up by 3 more systems, and possibly more to come in the future. We chose the VRS option over the base option primarily to save on engineering time. Because our business allows us to move between many sites, we might have initially bulk earthworks, following on to sewers, plot works, and then finishing off round plots. A good example of how the system works is how we've just had a phone call from one of the other sites, some 30 miles away. We're going to now return to a site cabin, set up our computer, and then transfer the drawings to this new machine. So we've come inside into the dry, and what we're going to do is log into the Trimble Connected community. We're going to use the internet sharing option on the Trimble TSC3 data logger and use that to connect onto the internet. Alternatively, if we'd had a Wi-Fi connection on this site or a landline, we could have used that, but given that this site's in its early stages, that isn't available to us. So what we're going to do is connect into the connected community here and upload the drawings or the surface files to the machine that's required. Now this is saving us quite a lot of time. Given the location of this site, I would have had to drive back to my office, some 25 miles away, do the drawings there, and then take the file to the machine, situated another 30 miles away. This would probably have taken 2 hours out of my day, whereas now, in 10 minutes, I'll be back on site with the rest of my site team. One of the key successes of the connected site approach has been excavating foundations. In the past, we might have had an engineer come to site, check the levels, do a reduced dig, mark out the corners, have the ground worker set the lines out, and then start excavating. Now, using the excavator, we are able to send the information straight to the machine, regardless of what other work he has on. He can begin excavating, he can reduce his levels without the need for an engineer or other site staff to set up.
Hi there, I'm Brian Core of the KOREC Group, and I'm machine control salesman for Scotland and North East of England. I'm just going to take you around now the various components which make up the Trimble machine control system. These receivers receive the GPS data, which they then correspond with the Trimble sensors at the front of the machine, which then can compute the position of the bucket. Now we're at the front of the machine, we're looking at the boom, stick and bucket sensor. What happens during the installation process is the distances are measured between these sensors, which in turn computes the position of the tip of the bucket. This is then fed into the system itself, and this can be shown on the control box in cab on the CB460 display. We're now inside the cab looking at the CB460 control box. This is where all the information from the GPS receivers to the bucket comes into and is fed into to give us live cut and fill values of exactly where the tip of the position of the bucket is in real time. Using the control box, the operator has an in-cab display, so he's got live cut and fill values. So wherever he moves his bucket, it'll give him values of if he has to cut or if he has to fill, and it'll give values against that, so he always knows where his bucket is in relation to the finished design. The final and key point of the Trimble Connected Site is the S&M 940, which is located here within the engine compartment. The S&M 940 is our modem which communicates data and sends it back and forth via either Wi-Fi or mobile phone technology. With the SIM card within the S&M 940, this is which allows us to get our VRS corrections to the excavator itself. The S&M 940 itself is critical so that we can use the new Trimble remote assistance. The remote assistance allows us to dial into the machine directly. In other words, a KOREC engineer can be sitting in the office in Liverpool and is able to dial directly into the machine whilst it's working on site and see exactly what is going on. We can also do this with the contractor himself. The contractor can be sitting in his office and he can directly dial into the machine to see exactly what's on the CB40 display unit whilst the operator is working. So all in all, it's a complete system which allows us to have connected site across various connected machines.
In conclusion, over the last year, KOREC has helped us integrate this solution into our business with training, support and backup. We now have a connected site, a connected machine and a connected solution.